Hi Sagittarius, welcome to Universal Guidance. It's time for your weekly reading. I've shuffled the cards very well. I'm going to shuffle them a few more times. This is a two-part reading. The overall energy of this reading will be in the middle of the first part of the reading. So Sagittarius, let's find out what you can expect. Wow. Sagittarius. Okay. Well, Sagittarius, the overall energy of this reading is the Emperor. This is the card for Aries. Aries might be strong in your chart someplace or strong around this reading. But the energy of this card, of the Emperor, is being pretty stubborn. Kind of like fixed in their thinking. It's really hard to change your minds. They like things to be their idea. Not saying that that's the way Aries is. It's just the energy of the card, okay? So, very well liked and well respected by others. This, I don't think this is you. I think this is somebody else that is surrounding your reading. Let's read on. Up here in your highest energy is the Page of Cups. It looks like somebody's coming forth with an offer for you. Might involve an apology or some sort of it's more than an offer because there's a fish in the cup. And a lot of times I say that this is a tainted love offer, but it's not. This is an offer that also has something else attached to it. So let me read on. This is in your highest energy. This is either coming in or has came in already. This Page of Cups, Sagittarius, is right next to the King of Pentacles. You've been wanting a commitment from somebody. You've had your eye on the ball here on a commitment. This is right above the Emperor. I think you've been waiting for this Emperor to offer you a commitment. And being that the Emperor is involved here, it's better to wait and not push, okay? You don't push real hard with the Emperor. So here you are, got your eye on that pentacle. This is possible earth energy. So be Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Might be strong in your chart, might be strong in somebody else's chart around this reading. But I think with this Page of Cups right next to the King of Pentacles, I think this little love offer also involves a commitment. And because the Ace of Pentacles is right next to the King of Pentacles, this is what you've had your eye on. And I think you're going to be offered a commitment of some sort. And I think it's coming from the Emperor. And I think there's love involved. You know, I think it's going to be like, I love you. Let's, let's make this relationship more permanent. So let's read on. Under the Page of Cups is the Eight of Wands. I feel like there's been a lot of communication, like texting or emailing, phone calls, even phone calls between you and the Emperor. And I think all these phone calls, getting to know each other, it feels like it's kind of led the Emperor into deciding they want to stay with you. They don't want to lose you. They want to kind of secure you, okay? And it's going to come through all this conversation that they're having with you. Really enjoyable. They really like your company. And they have love for you. It's right. This Emperor is right next to the Lovers. This is the divine soulmate connection. Look at that. The Lovers card. This is the card for Gemini. So Gemini might be strong in your chart or strong in their chart someplace. But this Lovers card is right under that Ace of Pentacles, right next to the Emperor. I think they feel that special connection that the two of you have. You are definitely soulmates. And I feel like they don't want to let it go. They want to secure this relationship. They know how special it is. Under the Eight of Wands is a Strength card. This is that infinity symbol is the symbol of knowing, the symbol of intuition. This card is all about finding the strength to do what you know you have to do. So it's going to take strength. Oh, see, this is not a frivolous, like, fly-by-night offer, okay? This is something that's been in the makings for a while, because this strength card is right next to the Seven of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles, that's about waiting for that pentacle, for it to come to fruition, for things to blossom and bloom, you know. So it's taken you a lot of strength to hang in there, and you did. You've been hanging in there, and you knew. I think you already knew that you just needed to wait. It took a lot of patience, and in waiting for this whole relationship to come to fruition. This Seven of Pentacles is right under the Emperor. So waiting for the Emperor, you know, to make the move, male or female, and they're making a move. So right next to this Seven of Pentacles is a Nine of Pentacles. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy again. Might be strong in your chart or in their chart, but this is about being single, being independent, self-assured, secure and stable in oneself. So I think this is why you were able to wait, because you were pretty confident in yourself. So if this didn't work out, it's like you still, you know, you have a lot of self-confidence. You're very grounded in who you are, and this is under the Lover's card. So you were pretty, you know, confident and grounded, and if this didn't work out, if this pentacle never came forward from the person that you have your heart set on, you knew that you would be okay, and you were okay waiting. It did take strength at times, I'm telling you, with the Strength card coming out here, but you knew that you had to wait. And I'm taking out more cards. I'm going to take out the second half of this reading for our Sagittarius. Let's find out what else you can expect coming up here. Sagittarius. One more shuffle. Sagittarius. Wow, second half is different. Okay. Well, we do have the marriage card right in the center, the Four of Wands, and that special soulmate connection. But we do, you know, there's been things going on here. Up here in your highest energy is the Ten of Wands. So waiting for that pentacle to come in has been a burden. It has weighed heavy on you, and I think that is, I was wondering, why did it take so much strength when you're so secure and stable in yourself? Well, because waiting for that burden was becoming hard to just to keep waiting, you know, and to tame the lion, so to speak, which is the Emperor. To make the Emperor feel like you're not going to use them, you're not going to run over them with a truck or anything, you know. So they needed to feel confident in coming forward with this Ace of Pentacles. So it was a burden. But the thing about this Ten of Wands is you can only carry this burden so long. You'll have to eventually drop those wands because it's just too much to carry. So what we have here next to that burden is the moon, the card for Pisces. So the Page of Cups can also represent Pisces. Pisces might be strong in your chart, might be strong in somebody else's chart. But this is about things coming to light, night turning to day, things being exposed. And I think that's what's happening. And what was exposed and what became the burden for you is that that pentacle was taking way too long to come forward. So you waited and waited and waited, your eyes on the pentacle. But the pentacle is going to be offered. And it's finally coming in after a long period of time, a long period of dating, of knowing each other, very slow moving energy. Under this 10 of Wands is the Devil card. This is toxic energy. So all this waiting, this is becoming was becoming toxic to you. Being bound by this feeling of not having that pentacle, you know, you had to release this burden. You're going to have to release it, because toxicity is not going to take you anywhere but down. Excuse me. So there might have been somebody holding them back from offering this pentacle with this Devil card. There's 3 people in this card, and this is about bondage. I mean, you know, chained to another person. This could be how they were feeling. Maybe they were feeling like this, you know, offering this pentacle, you know, they would be like offering the ball and chain. So they kind of have to change your mind about feeling that way, about marriage, about union between 2 people. But what I see here is a very happy union. This is soulmate energy here. Again, divine, the 1111. They were feeling, and this is on their line with this Emperor. I think that they were, you know, it's the old ball and chain, and you know, that's why they were so slow in offering that pentacle. But they are realizing this is a very special connection. You've reached out to the universe. This is the Hermit. And seeking guidance on your path forward. Well, the Hermit is shining its lantern right on this card. You're going to be getting married. You're going to have this commitment. You're going to have, this is a ring. You know, in a lot of cases, that being offered like that is like a ring. Like, will you marry me? You know, and holding out the ring. So under the Knight of Pentacles, I think the Hermit is saying things are changing. They are realizing that this isn't so much the ball and chain. To them, this is a big issue, because this is the Tower card, and for them to realize and come around to actually offering that pentacle is not an easy task for them. It's not like they just like, oh yeah, let's get married. No, not with the Emperor. The Emperor is very stubborn. They really are going to have to mow this over in their minds over and over, and really make sense of it all and feel secure. And it's kind of like changing their way of thinking, and that is difficult for the Emperor. Very difficult. So, but they're going to do it. Like I said before, they were feeling like they'd be trapped if they were to offer this pentacle. But they wouldn't be. These are just thoughts. Thoughts of being trapped, right next to the Tower card. It was very real to them, these feelings, okay? The feet aren't bound, the mouth isn't bound, they can walk right out of that. But these swords are all thoughts. And these thoughts were making them feel trapped. And it's right under the card of marriage. And that's what was holding them back. But they are coming forward with that pentacle. They are going to finally make it. As slow as it is, they're going to finally make it. It might even turn out to be a surprise to you. You might, you know, be like ready to give up, because over here, you know, you're getting, you know, pretty close to like, I don't know if this is ever going to happen. And then we have the Judgment card. The Judgment card is under the Hermit, and it's down here next to this 8 of Swords. This feeling of being trapped. There's some sort of spiritual lesson for your partner. Your partner, their guardian angels and spirit guides have been blowing this horn down on them, trying to teach them a lesson. And I think their lesson is not all relationships are the same. Not all commitments turn out the same way. And I think it was very, very difficult for them to be able to let go of the idea that commitment is the end of the world. So I think they're letting go of it. And I think they're going to take a chance on you here and really realize that they need to hang on to you, because for somebody like you to come along in their life again is almost literally impossible. And they're realizing that, so they're making these huge adjustments in their mind. It's in their mind in order to be able to come forward with this commitment. It also might include, like I say, an apology, but it does include love. There's a lot of love. There's a lot of joy here. There's a lot of enjoying each other's company going on here. Soulmate, divine soulmate relationships. You've probably been lovers in another life. The connection when you look in each other's eyes is really, you know, try to beat that. I think they're realizing a lot about this relationship. They're slow, but I do think they are coming to this realization that you're the one for them. Sagittarius, this is your reading. Thank you for watching Universal Guidance.